been
shit
on
going on.
time for anything. What do you expect?
Where did I learn how to be on time from?
Yeah, don't even talk about it. Your father.
Welcome into the stream, everybody.
Hey.
We have a lovely guest in our kitchen helping us cook tonight. You ready to do this?
Hell yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna eat cheese. That's what I do, right? I stand here and eat cheese.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah.
That works. We're gonna be making some turkey chili tonight. Our best friend for this is going to be our Instapot. At the same time, you can do the same thing in a pan. Doesn't need to go in an Instapot. Everything's gonna be cooked going in. It's just about making it quick and easy, really. But where should we start?
I don't know.
I think
Where
we
do you
should
start,
probably
Chef?
start.
Okay, I said it once.
Fighting yours.
Shut up now.
Not gonna tell you to get out the kitchen. We're fine. We're fine.
We're fine. All is well.
All right, we're gonna start making the base of our chili. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start sweating some onions. We have about half an onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Why, thank you. That's not enough oil. If I was smart, I would have started heating the pan like 2 minutes ago, but
We were
I am
busy
who I am.
being sassy.
That is
Yes.
also fair. So while we wait for that to heat up, because what we're going to do is we're going to get our onions just softened and aromatic. Then we'll cook our ground turkey in them with a little bit of seasoning. But we're going to start making the rest of our chili base. In here we have a can of garbanzo beans, a can of red beans, and a can of black beans. Because colorful. Presentation is important, and a beautiful array of colors is nice. The pan is not going to cook fast enough. And then we have 20 ounces of canned, diced tomatoes and green chilies. We got one that is just simple and plain, and a second one that's fire roasted to give it just a little bit of smoky flavor. Hope you're okay with that.
100%. Excuse me.
What?
Thanks, Chef. Oh wait, that's 2.
You're fired. You're fired.
I'm running away.
All right. Now that we have no more help in the kitchen.
The
Just kidding.
sass has left the building.
No, it hasn't. I'm still here.
Don't forget, what did I do? Magical?
Oh, that's right. We have the most easy way of getting tomato paste out of the can. Fun little trick. If you open it from both sides, you can use this to just push it right through. It takes that much less effort. So we got 6 ounces of tomato paste. I want to dump in our broth there.
Yes, sir.
We got a cup of some beef broth going in this one, because I didn't think ahead about broth.
That's what we had.
It's what we had, and we're using what we have tonight. This is a good pantry clearing dinner. And we've got our 3 cloves of garlic and half an onion. And we go saute the shit out of that.
Is that a technical term?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Now comes the fun of waiting. So, while I'm doing this,
Yes.
would you care to start on the cornbread?
I would be happy to
Are
start
you
on the
prepared to do your presentation tonight, ma'am?
You didn't
Didn't know the
warn
pressure
me
was on,
I
did
was
ya?
gonna have to talk.
We also have a can of corn.
Put the corn in. Don't forget the corn.
Back to my lovely assistant.
Who brings the sass wherever she goes.
No, that's my dog.
Exactly. We are using the simple cornbread recipe from the side of the cornbread container
It works.
because it works, and yeah, kind of can't mess it up. So we have a 1.25 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup of the cornmeal mix.
One piece of advice.
Yes.
Turn and face the camera.
I don't want to
Shut
talk
up
to
loud.
the. Hello, people.
No, look at that.
Oh,
Show
okay.
them.
It's a big white thing, Sean. It's a big white thing.
My terrible lighting does not make a difference.
Fail. All right, I'll stand over here
There
because
you
this
go.
is my better side.
My God.
A 1/4 cup of. Actually, this is a 1/4 cup of sugar. Thank you.
Sugar.
I had to think about what it was called because there isn't any in our household. Hell no. And then just a little bit of salt. We also have a 1/3 of a cup, or excuse me, 2/3 of a teaspoon, I have to think here, of baking soda. Do not use a 1/3 of a cup. You'll be sorry. Okay, there's our dry ingredients. Mixing well. You're welcome. Next come our wet ingredients. Yes, sir.
We don't go straight in with the wet ingredients.
Why not?
We combine them in a separate bowl.
Oh, do we?
Yes, we do.
Thank you, chef.
Yes, we do.
Would you bring me a bowl, please?
No. I'm
Hop
not doing that,
to it.
Chris.
So is that so that things can get incorporated without getting
Exactly.
lumpy?
Exactly. So the
Nice.
important reason behind not doing your wet ingredients one at a time in is it really gets a smooth incorporation, and especially getting the egg nice and smooth
Nice.
into there.
So we have a cup of milk. We used whole even though it calls for low fats. We have a 1/4 cup of oil. We're using avocado because we're healthy people in our household or something. And then we have 1 egg beaten.
No, I don't appreciate the shit.
Oh, yes. you do.
Avocado oil has a good flavor to it. It is, yes, healthier, but it is a much more neutral flavor than canola oil.
Very true. Very true. So we're just going to beat that up just slightly so the egg and the oil and the milk are incorporated before they go in the dry ingredients. Shall I make a well? Would making a well make you happy?
I don't believe you're going to be coming back for another episode.
That's what you said last time. I said, who the hell I am.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair. You won't be coming back for like 2 months until I forget I said this.
And then he needs me for something, and here I am. You're welcome. We're going to make a little bit of oil in the dry, and that way it just kind of comes in and can mix in. No!
Just dump
This
it.
is my favorite part!
Dump it.
God.
Dump.
You're really bossy. I don't know.
It's almost like I got paid to do this. I don't know why,
I
but
don't
I
know
did.
why.
You can take that.
Why, thank you, chef. And we're going to fold the liquid into the dry ingredients. And they're beautiful. And tell me, chef, what am I doing with all this cheese? Because there's a lot of
So-
cheese.
We're not just doing regular cornbread. I got no qualms with cornbread. It's good shit. It's solid. It's reliable. But if we're making cornbread, we're doing it a little extra special. So what we have is we have some crispy turkey bacon and a fuck ton of cheddar cheese, and we are going to be
I'd
adding.
say that that's the appropriate measure.
We're definitely not putting all that in.
No, we're not.
You do not want a 1-to-1 cheese to batter ratio. I'll say that right now.
Says who?
Says anyone with a brain.
Thank you. All right, we have well incorporated the wet and dry. Shall I put in about half of the cheese?
Meh. Meh. Yeah, that's good.
You made it in the bowl with about half of that.
I literally dropped none of the cheese. Again,
Just kidding.
you're fired. Fired.
What if I fire you?
You can't fire me. I quit.
You do that.
So we got, it was about 6 pieces of turkey bacon, crisped up in a pan, crumbled up. Oh, we got a nice, even amount for the whole thing of cornbread.
Nice.
I really need to get a square cast iron pan for cooking that because it always comes out better.
Doesn't it
But
though?
we got a nice little rectangular something here. It is
Valentine's Day is coming. You can buy me one. And just use it all the time.
I've never really been one to buy presents for myself for other people. I feel like that's kind of a weird move.
You never know. You should try it. You might like it.
Are you saying I should try to be an asshole?
No, you
Okay.
shouldn't try it all. You walked right into that, babe.
Get out. Get the fuck out.
No, sorry, my kitchen, it doesn't work that way.
Alright, fine. You have fun. I'm done. I'm
Do you
out.
think I can't make chili? Because I'd say you're probably wrong.
It's also like 3/4 of the way done. Hey, what's going on, Watson? How you doing, bro?
Right.
Welcome in for some cooking time.
I don't need to do anything else with the pan, do I?
Nope.
Ready? Okay.
We got our pan pre-greased, ready to roll. We got our oven preheated to 400 degrees. We have our onions and garlic very, very nicely sweating and translucent. I I'm doing solid, my man. Thank you for asking. Glad you're doing good. All right, we are going to brown about 1.5 pounds of ground turkey now. We're adding them into our pre-sauteed onions and garlic. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of oregano, plenty of smoked paprika, just for a little extra flavor. A little bit of chili powder. And as always, the staple for any good cooking, even though we are currently using sauteed onion and garlic, we will be doing salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Because extra flavor. Now see, I have a gripe. You started washing things before putting the cornbread in the oven.
I didn't put the
How
cornbread
dare
in the
you.
oven.
How
I had
dare
to wash
you.
my hands, Chef.
How dare
I
you?
touched the side of my face.
How dare
What
you?
What is the
How
health
dare you.
regulation?
The health regulation is when the health inspector doesn't see nothing happens.
That's beautiful. And we're 20 to
All right.
25 minutes, so I'm going to do 20, and we'll check.
We're doing it shorter than that.
How much?
We're only going to go 10 minutes.
So it's not dry as a bone?
We're exactly.
Sweet.
So I always feel like cornbread recipes ask for way too much time.
And they're hard as a rock.
And exactly. We're also doing it in a shallow pan. So we don't have a very deep cornbread. So it's going to cook up a lot faster than the recipe actually would need it to or want it to. I know words. You know, the fun part of this is we're going to have a solid like 15 minutes of just kind of standing here.
And talking to each
Exactly.
other. Maybe we should engage with the audience. Because, you know,
That's
no eye
fair.
contact.
That's-
You fired me. I've been fired.
You have been fired.
I've been fired.
You're rehired for the next 20 minutes.
Set the timer. I'm ready to go.
Alright, we are just waiting for our fucking turkey to brown. It is never as fast enough as I want it to be.
I know, and we don't have a gas stove, so it doesn't go very fast.
I know.
I will rinse a dish while you're chatting with the audience, if that's okay.
Okay, keep the volume down.
And Mel, if you're watching, hi!
It's okay. She deserved to be fired.
Oh,
She still works for me. It's an unpaid internship now.
Wait a minute, this sounds very familiar. I feel like we've been here before.
Maybe once or twice.
Maybe once ago.
Alright. So we're waiting for our turkey and onions to cook. We have garbanzo beans. We have black beans, red beans. We got 20 ounces of diced tomatoes. And some tomato paste in there. Hey. It is fully legal to go from a paid position to an unpaid internship. I'm glad you enjoy it. Mel says hi and then we're cracking her up.
Mel, hi!
You want to come back in front of the camera now?
I will in a second.
Well,
So, what
dishes
happens
can
to
wait until after.
what happens to cornbread mix when it's not rinsed immediately? Concrete. Mel!
It's not that bad.
Hi!
It's not that bad.
We are funny. I have to admit.
It's not that bad.
You're welcome to do that dish later.
I will do that dish later.
Fuck, I should say something like, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Is this 2002?
Sorry. Sometimes in my head.
Bring your shit up to 2021, friendo.
Okay, if I have to.
Alright, our ground turkey is almost done. You know, we're just going to turn on the whole range because I am impatient as fuck.
That is living dangerously.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're going to be fine.
Don't look
We
away.
got this.
If you look away, it's going to burst into flames. And you think I'm sassy. And then he opens
I
this
know
door.
what
You are just, there is a thing called an oven light.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Hey, you fired me. There's nothing else.
quick
I
lesson
can
for
do.
everyone. Oven lights are bullshit. So, I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes, I'm listening.
You cannot properly see caramelization
No kidding.
through that.
No kidding.
So, if you're going to check something to make sure it's done enough, to make sure it's got the right texture, you don't want to look through the window that has always got some kind of texture to obscure the view a little bit. Crack it open for 2 seconds, take a peek.
You killed
The
the
oven-
temperature control. Sorry, I tried to say it with a straight
I'm sorry,
face.
who's worked in kitchens for 6 years?
Not me, that's for sure. I've never cooked anything before in my life.
Okay, but it's different working in, like, working in a
Aw.
100-degree kitchen.
Aren't you special?
You know what? You're fired again.
How can you
Unpaid
keep
internship
firing?
over.
How can you keep firing me?
You know what? Honestly, that is not a bad use for an oven light. That's about all it's good for.
It's glorious.
Okay. Do you want to add the seasoning to our chili?
Well, that's a question. And when you ask me questions, what is the answer always going to be?
Put the fucking spices in. How about that? Is that
How
better?
much would you like?
Go for about a tablespoon of smoked paprika.
Gotcha.
We go rough estimates unless it's baking. Baking is a science, you gotta be precise with it, but when it comes to seasoning, just follow your heart. And yes, that was entirely the right term for it.
Yes, it was. There is no question.
Okay.
Okay, and how much chili powder would you like, sir?
About a teaspoon and a half. I know you guys don't love super spicy things, so we're not gonna go over the top spicy with it. Our ground turkey, onions, and garlic are now ready to go.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and dump it.
Go, man, go.
And no need to worry about straining off the fat from this. We are essentially going to use that to help thicken up and build that sauce in our chili.
Oregano, sir? Just a teaspoon?
Yeah, about a teaspoon of oregano.
Done.
Then go for a tablespoon of salt.
Nice.
Some fresh cracked black pepper. Just a couple of pinches of that. And a little bit of onion powder.
Do you like the labels I put on all of our spices?
They are beautiful.
Aren't they fancy?
It's very well done.
I had nothing to do that day. Unlike every other day.
That is also fair. Alright, we're just going to give this a quick little stir. And since everything in here is fully cooked, we are just going to use the Instabot to get it warm very fast. So, we will press the power button. I know where it is.
Magic.
And you know what?
8 sounds
We're going to give it 10 minutes.
Nice.
That should be totally fine. And now we wait.
Would you like me to make us some tea?
I think I'm alright. Maybe later.
Okay.
That's going to take about 7. I'm going to do that. You know what?
You can do it without hands? Beautiful.
I was
Such
debating about kicking it at you or kicking it in the air, so it just kind of went halfway.
Such talent.
Alright, so now while we wait, we are going to get our toppings out
Okay.
and ready for our chili.
Okay.
We still have plenty of grated cheddar.
Yes, we do.
I'm going to get some sour cream.
Did you see how we finished off the mayo container? This was Sarah's idea.
Why?
Because it absorbs the smell of foods around you. Finger caught.
Okay. Okay.
Don't even ask her.
Thank you, bro. Why did you get out mayo, though?
Because it was fun, and I was not looking at the front side of it. I'll get the sour cream now, chef.
Who the fuck puts mayo in chili?
I put mayo in everything.
You have a problem.
I think you already knew that.
That is fair.
Sour cream.
That is fair. Okay. So we got sour cream. We got some cheddar cheese. Do we have an open can of olives?
Nope, I will get some olives.
She's going to get some olives, and I am going to
If
stand
I
here.
was going to open them.
and probably not talk too much shit.
Only not too much.
Only the appropriate amount of shit for now. We'll see. I mean, you know what, that is fair, but at least ranch has seasoning to it. That is my caveat. Just straight mayo on everything, I do not agree with. I will never agree with that.
You were born after 1978. That's your problem. We all put mayo on everything.
That is fair.
Because there wasn't anything else. We had not heard of Sriracha.
How did you enjoy food back in the old days when televisions were still in black and white?
Your expectations were that we actually enjoyed food. The food was not enjoyable. Aspic. All I'm gonna say is
God.
aspic.
Okay, you know what? No more needs to be said. Nothing else needs to be said.
Done. You can't top that.
I'm so sorry. Apparently now I'm the asshole and I am fired. Alright,
Fired yourself, did ya?
we're gonna check our cornbread.
Nice.
And there's two decent little tricks. You can kind of shake it to see if it's still holding firm and if it's fully set. And then the other important thing to do is to poke it. We're going to use chopsticks because I don't know where toothpicks are. But
Microwave.
if you poke in and it comes out clean, you're good. So as you can kind of sort of see, if the lighting wasn't terrible, stuck a little bit on here. So we probably need another 2 to 3 minutes on that bad boy.
Nice.
And don't worry, I'll take care of dishes.
I was just playing.
Well,
I was just playing. How would you like me to get plates ready for when we plate this beautiful thing? Do you want me to get the soup and bread plates that have the bowl for chili?
but we put it in our hands and then we shove it in our face and we get 4th degree burns.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get the memo. I'm sorry. I'll have to remember that next
Now
time.
what we have are 2 or 3.
Are you gonna have some?
Yes.
You're gonna try.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. We have some. If you want to take those.
I will take those.
We have some delightfully adorable soup bowls. That is my tiny pathetic doggo. She loves her dad, so when she can hear me but can't see me, she starts to whine.
She does not like it.
She doesn't, but also she knows how to break her dad's heart. I love you, friend.
She only whines for you, by the way.
I know. I never taught her to either.
She feels safe with me. She never whines around me, near or far.
That's what you get.
Abuse? I get abuse. You're gonna get reported to the Twitch police. Beating an elder.
I never said the word simp derogatory towards anyone, so they're gonna let me go with a warning.
Got it.
See, Watson's got my back. He didn't see shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Our 2 minutes on that cornbread is up.
Awesome.
Starting to get just a little bit browned on the edges. I'm gonna check and make sure it's actually set. I had a chopstick. I will wipe clean the chopstick.
You're mumbling to yourself again. Didn't we talk about that when you were about that big?
Apparently not, because it never stuck.
There's that.
All right. We're officially coming out clean, so our cornbread is done.
Nice.
And now, an important but very warm step is we are going to get our cornbread out of the mold or pan, if you know words, which apparently I do not tonight.
I
Nor
take
on
no
any
credit
night,
for
to
that.
be fair.
It's not my fault. It was like that when you got here.
You know what? It's too late. You can't return me for being broken.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna hope that there's enough oil in this pan.
I oiled it pretty thoroughly.
What we're gonna do is We're gonna flip it.
And pray.
Hope.
It is going to be delicious. I oiled it. Avocado oil. I went and you looked away first. Are you kidding? Your
gonna
sister's
fix it.
going to put milk on
We're
that
gonna-
for breakfast tomorrow. Come on.
We're going to pause the stream for 2 minutes so I can go vomit. Alright, so. Never be afraid to oversaturate your pan with oil.
I sprayed 3 passes. Next time I'll just use a butter stick.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Those are both incorrect. Those are both very incorrect. Okay. You know what?
It's
We're
gonna
not
be
in a
delicious.
restaurant, we're eating at home, so they are still just as delicious. Just because something isn't beautiful doesn't mean it can't be good.
Well then.
Alright.
Why are you doing dishes? I thought we weren't doing
I'm
dishes.
soaking you.
You're welcome.
Don't trust me with anything.
Thank God you
Okay.
didn't have a knife in your hand. How can I be helpful, Chef?
There.
You just got an MA, violent content.
Don't cancel me, Twitch. Okay, our Instapot is taking 700 fucking years.
It is always that slow.
So, we're just gonna have to wait. And you know what?
And eat some cornbread.
We're gonna try some cornbread.
This looks delicious. How did it turn out?
It's not bad.
Okay, that's better than you usually say about my cooking.
No, it came out pretty good.
Oh, good.
I really wish the first restaurant I ever worked at had one of the best cornbread recipes I've ever used. And I wish I hadn't lost the fucking recipe. Because nothing ends up getting the right texture
Did it have
like
honey
that
in it?
damn recipe.
It didn't have honey in it?
Nope, no honey.
It had that flavor.
It was just, see if I can remember at least what went into it. Cornbread, flour, sugar, buttermilk, eggs, and lard, if I remember right.
So it was the lard.
That's probably
That was
lard.
the texture.
Yep.
And you know we don't use lard in this house, so
We don't.
don't. Even though we're living in the South.
Just because we live here doesn't mean we have to change our identity. I'm gonna shove this all in my mouth.
Yes, you're good. The bacon.
And see, that was the thing, is adding that something to give it a little extra texture.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, talking with my mouth full. Totally not appropriate.
Again, not following
Yeah.
any of my rules. Especially that one. Never flip off your mother. She gave birth to you.
Okay, but you never made that rule, ever.
Okay. Maybe.
So,
Isn't that an unwritten rule that you shouldn't flip off your mother?
nah. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we're going to get a glass of water. 'Cause cornbread's a little bit dry.
Butter always helps. See? You should have used lard. Nice look at that. I'm glad you learned that one from me. Mel! Okay, and so is Watson somebody that we've talked to before?
New friend.
Hey, new friend Watson!
Austin's a solid dude. We are definitely going to have to do some more Dead by Daylight Friday. Off the window and into sync.
Beautiful.
Okay. Patient Sean is tempting to stop and put it in a pan. Okay. Does that mean we need to watch our language? Because I'm sorry, but I don't know if I can do that.
Before you do that,
Yes.
are we singing Steam? So the Instapot gives us some signs that it's almost pressurized.
You know what? I'm hearing it coming.
If you poke at it, it makes it work faster. I'm gonna stand here and eat some more cheese.
Do you want to know why I learned to cook? Because y'all fucking suck at it.
No, we just made it fun. One of these days I'm gonna show videos of you cooking when you were 3.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, good, good. I am glad to hear, because I can't keep my shit clean. I've tried. It's not possible. Okay.
It's really close.
I'm so hungry.
Are you getting hangry?
I'm not getting angry.
Okay, good.
This is my normal level of sass. If you do not know that, you do not know me.
I think I probably know you. One might guess. There is potential.
I appreciate that.
Ryder! Hi, Ryder!
Alright.
All the waves!
Do we need anything else for our chili or to go with our meal? I didn't
Chili
pick up
and
Fritos.
Oh, it's funny because I was trying to mentally send you telepathy after you left to go to the store, and I was like, shit, I didn't ask for Fritos. It's funny that you were thinking of that. We have red quinoa chips. They're not the same. It's got to be the oil.
It's either cheap Fritos or nothing. It can't be the scoops. It can't be the barbecue chili
No,
ones.
it can't be the
It's
scoops.
got to be just the straight, easy to break,
Right.
brittle ass, delicious, crusty corn chips. I'm a fucking cry.
Checking. I'm checking. Don't cry.
It is. I would send you some if I could, but there is no way to tell. You know what? Smell-o-vision needs to be a thing.
You'd be pretty rich.
I'll make some damn good food.
You do. Especially the French toast.
That was bomb French toast.
That was exceptionally good.
That was really filling, but that was some good French toast.
It's really good.
Okay.
We're really
Steam's
close.
finally
It's
starting.
steaming. It's steaming. We're really
Well,
close.
see, then the worst part is, then it's another 10 minutes after that. So there's a decent chance that once this thing pressurizes, we give it about 2 minutes and then we call it good. Because
You're starving to death.
I'm impatient.
I know that.
I've never, ever claimed to be a patient human being when it comes to food.
Nope.
In all other facets of my life, I'm usually pretty patient.
Nothing.
And this one, nah. Shit needs to roll. It needs to go now.
You need a smaller Instapot.
I don't have an Instapot.
I know.
I say mine.
Well, Sarah has a smaller one.
That's true. I always forget that.
We have the industrial size Instapot
That's the same size.
because
one,
we
but
used
see,
to
here's the
feed our
thing.
friend Paul.
We actually do need this one because this is going to be like, I made this for the first time last winter, and it's, I may look like I don't eat much, but I eat a shit ton of food. It was a big enough batch that it lasted like 7 meals for me. I also did jalapeno bacon cheddar cornbread to go with it, and that was
Yum.
so good.
Sounds delicious. I'd be down with that. We're gonna be at pressure any second.
I know, but then there's 10 minutes after that.
Wow.
And again, patience is not my thing when it comes to food. No. If you got any stories to share, feel free.
Nope.
Oh, now you gonna keep your mouth shut?
Yep.
Alright. Alright.
I wouldn't want to embarrass you.
You remember the hot sauce stream?
Yes.
Do you really think I can be embarrassed?
Probably not very easily.
Not easily at all.
You just don't give up. This is your problem. You should have stopped after the first shot.
But I didn't.
But you didn't.
I did like 6 of them after. And then a couple weeks later, I tried to put just a little bit in some soup, and it melted my face off, so I don't know how I did that.
I don't know how you did it either.
I'm a little bit of a masochist.
You're gonna have some delicious cornbread.
Go right ahead. It is. You know what, we're gonna just cut it into terrible little pieces, because when you
Rachel
don't
makes it
grease your
ugly.
pan right, it doesn't come out clean.
Hey, I make cakes And they always come out clean. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's cool. You fucked up my cornbread.
And now I'll never live it down. Not ever.
All right,
Or
our
pressure.
Instapot is finally pressurized. I'm mostly impatient because I don't want our cornbread to be cold by the time that thing is actually ready to eat. Start plating some of this up. So once it's pressurized, we'll only give it like a minute or two because, again, everything is already cooked in there. It's just a matter of heating it up.
And it is heating while it's pressurizing too. So
Exactly.
it will be warm enough.
So it'll be an edible temperature. It won't be melt your face off.
Hey, melt your face off is my favorite.
It's mine too. It's why I somehow still have taste buds, even though I should not have any at this point.
They're amazing.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Well then.
Okay, but it's been in there for. I don't have a watch. It's been in there for like 10 minutes.
12, to be honest.
That's too damn long. That's too damn long for my impatient ass.
And you're welcome. I'm not putting it in.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now we wait for all of our pressure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. This is going to take very long to let all the pressure out. At least very long for my impatient ass.
So you know this is just a pressure cooker, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen videos of the pressure cooker aftermath when a pressure cooker explodes?
Hmm?
I think that's comical. I used to be
It's-
terrified of this thing.
These things are nowhere near as intimidating as everyone makes them out to be.
No, the early pressure
They're-
cookers did not have the release valve,
Exactly.
and therefore, if you didn't release the pressure properly, they'd explode.
That is why technology is a real nice thing, but also just basic knowledge and maintenance for your stuff is an important thing to know. Cooking can be real easy, especially in this day and age. So, don't blow your house up, don't lose a finger. I feel like that's pretty solid advice.
He says while he's holding his hand on top of a pressurized electronic device. Love you, Sean.
Do you not know me, friend?
Such a badass.
No, I'm an idiot.
I wasn't going to call you what you really are. Why would I do that?
After 26 years, I still don't know how to drink without choking.
You learned that from me.
We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We are almost done depressurizing.
And this whole time it's still been cooking. That's the best
Yep.
part.
Yep, so this should be plenty hot. Watch, it's gonna be like room temperature. We're still gonna say fuck it and we're gonna eat it.
On camera at least. And then it's a trip to McDonald's.
So I was wrong. It's definitely not room temperature.
Smells
The
delicious.
benefit of doing this with things that are already pre-cooked is it is very, very quick to be ready to go. Oh yeah, that does smell really good.
It smells really good.
Alright, you want to give me some bowls?
Yes, sir.
And this is a very, very thick chili. There ain't a whole lot of soupiness to it.
This one's yours, so
Okay, so we're gonna
more.
we're
Ooh.
going to stack. Yeah, no,
Hot
it's still
stuff.
hot. Sorry.
That's okay. Did you drop?
Apparently I'm drinking hot bean juice tonight.
Hey, you are serving, not me.
That was my bad. I never blamed that one on you. That was entirely my fault. All right, we're
One
gonna
scoop
serve
for
these
me.
up. One
Thank
scoop.
you. Couple of scoops for your
Scoop and a
dad.
half for Dad.
Nice.
And then comes the important part of topping our chili. I'm gonna just grab some cheese and give it a little bit of a sprinkle. There we go. There we go. Do our drizzle of sour cream next.
It's gonna need a shake probably.
Okay. we'll clean that spot. Don't worry.
I said nothing.
I could feel your judgment.
I want you to know I made that sour cream to be squeezable. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Sarah just put it in the
I will
container.
stop
Bless
being
her
sassy
heart.
for 2 seconds.
Oh, I get some appreciation just this once.
And a little bit of olives.
Nice.
And now we are officially cooked. We'll give a little peek at presentation.
Nice.
I'm gonna move the spoon so I don't dump it, but ta-da! We are. It's too hot to eat.
Mm-mm.
It's not?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're gonna give it a little bite.
It's really good. Great flavor.
Mm.
Turkey chili is the best.
Turkey
Because it's
chili
just
does
not
work really well.
greasy.
Exactly. Okay. I am going to clean this stuff all up and absolutely destroy that. So we're going to call it a stream here, but thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for helping us out.
Good to see y'all.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again.
I've been fired. Bye, Mel. Bye, Ryder. Mwah.
Have a great night, everybody. I will be back on Friday with more shenanigans, but have a good day tomorrow.